So the true refrigerator, and there it is. Right now we're giving it a little blast with the Viper cleaner because this thing hasn't been cleaned in 20 years, or well, 2002, so 18 years. And the top of it has a nice thick layer of dust and oils on it. It's been wiped down on the outside but not the inside, or the inside has been wiped down and cleaned before, but the top has never been touched. And so we blasted it out here. As you can see, have the Viper everywhere. So what I discovered, it was very dirty, and letting it sit 10 minutes and then we'll hit it again. And this thing was pretty well flawless. You could see where somebody used something abrasive and they cleaned it with their hand motion in this direction. So this is brushed stainless steel. It's in an up and down direction, but on the finish has fine scrapes in it because they didn't know what they were doing when they're cleaning. And instead of going with the grain of the brush in the stainless steel, they went against it, and got its first ding. Unfortunately, right here it just fell down, and it now has a nice beautiful ding where it fell down and hit the top of that. So it has dings inside, but this is the part you see. So this is what it looks like cleaning down the coils, because I know I might have to do a coil repair up there, and because this thing leaked out its refrigerant. It was working 2 years ago and they shut it off 2 years ago, and it was basically almost zero refrigerant in it when I hooked up to it. I also noticed when spinning the fans, one fan doesn't spin as easy. This fan spins really easy. That fan does not spin, the fan motor over there. So now that's a potential coming up problem. I might take it off and lubricate the bearings by hand with a few drops of oil on the motor shafts if I can. That's all I can do for that. Other than that, it's replace it, because that's going to be an up and coming problem and I don't want to take this apart again. Find a leak, take it down. The coil coating, that gray epoxy coil coating on there is starting to chip and flake away and come away. So I think what I'll do is I'll braze out the coils. I'll remove the evaporator coils. I'll use a stripper on it and I'll blast them down and reapply epoxy coating to the coils after I find, if I find the leak in the coils and fix it. I'll put a new coating of epoxy on the coils, and that's about it for this one. And put in a new dryer and a little sight glass just for the hell of it, because I can. And these are $5,800 brand new, and for $1,000 getting one not working, putting gas into it, proving it's working, I mean, I bet you just the doors alone are worth some money. And this is what my girl wants, because she's getting into a catering business, and she makes private meals for people, and even 2 home refrigerators and freezers are not enough, so she'll have this as a refrigerator. It's like starting a business. If you're starting an HVAC business from the ground up with no financing, and you have what you have as money, you don't go out and spend $45,000-$50,000 on the biggest fancy 4x4 truck with the, you know, all the fancy bells and whistles, and go buy brand new tools. You know, you're going to put yourself in a financial strap. If you're starting a little business, use your old pickup truck, you know, use a van. Get a good new used one that's only a few years old if you want to, you know, look impressive with a new vehicle, because you need to impress people with flash and badges and bells on your uniform and stuff like that. If you feel you have to do that instead of your own merits, go that route, but don't put yourself in big debt. So this is the starting of a new person's venture, who discovered they could make more money working for themselves than for somebody else. And so instead of going out and spending tens of thousands of dollars on cookware, I picked this up for $1,000. I'll do the service, and she now has enough space to do all the meals. And so you'll see this thing being taken apart and put back together to be brand new again. All right guys, see you later.